So, hello everyone. Once again, welcome back to our channel English Grammar and Literature World. Students, in our earlier class, we have completed first part from determiners, and today we are going to cover that is second part from determiners. Okay, and these all questions are very important for your exam purposes. So, if you are preparing for exams like SSC, CGL, CHSL, MTS, and state competitive exams, then this class is going to be very important and crucial. So without further delay, let's begin today's class. So look at the first one. I have not dash time. So look, here the noun time is an uncountable noun. Okay, so I have already told you, before uncountable noun we have to need determiner much. So I have not much time. Okay, so option C, much, is the correct answer. So now you can raise a question, why not the other options are correct? So look, many, few and several are used in case of suggesting plural form. Okay, so if the sentence suggests or if the noun suggests plural, then we have to use many, few or several. But the noun is totally suggesting uncountable form. Okay, so uncountable form, in case of uncountable form, we have to take a determiner, that is much. So option C is the correct answer. Next, there are not dash boys in the class. So look, the noun boys is a countable noun. So before countable noun, we have to take determiner many. So there are not many boys in the class. So option B, many, is the correct answer. So much, little and some is not the correct answers. Okay, next, there is dash food left, so you will not go hungry. So look at the noun form, that is food. So food is an uncountable noun. Okay, uncountable noun. So the sentence tells us that food is still available, therefore some is the correct determiner. I have already told you some is used before uncountable noun. So option B, some, is the correct answer. So there is some food left, so you will not go hungry. Next, dash good comes of impoliteness. So now this one is quite exceptional. Okay, so here the sentence expresses a negative idea. Okay, one kind of negative idea. So no is the most suitable determiner. No good comes of impoliteness. So option D, no, is the correct answer. Next, we must find an excuse dash excuse will do. So here the phrase will do means will be acceptable. Okay, will be acceptable. So the sentence means we must find an excuse. Any excuse will do. So meaning any excuse will acceptable, it does not matter which one. So here the correct answer is option C, that is any. So we must find an excuse. Any excuse will do. Okay, whenever we use will do, think of any, because it often means it does not matter which one. That's why option C, any, is the correct answer. Next, can I have dash coffee? So look at the sentence. The sentence suggests question, also one kind of politeness. Okay, so I have already told you our previous class, if the sentence suggests one kind of question and politeness, then the correct answer should be some. So can I have some coffee? So option C, some, is the correct answer. Next, don't eat dash more ice cream, leave dash of it for your brother. So students, this sentence has two blanks. 1 and 2. So we need to fill each one carefully. Look at the first blank, that is don't eat more ice cream. So this is a negative sentence because it begins don't. Okay, so in negative sentence we generally use which one? That is any. So don't eat any more ice cream. Now look at the second part. So this is a positive instruction. The speaker wants some portion of ice cream to remain for the better. So some portion, that means leave some of it for your brother. Okay, so don't eat any more ice cream, leave some of it for your brother. So here the correct combination, that is option A, any and some. Understand? Okay, next, neither man could come, dash men were ill. So students, the word neither means not one and not the other. Okay, so this means that both men failed to come. Now we need a reason for this. The reason is with both men were ill. Understand? So here the correct answer should be option D, that is both. So neither man could come, both men were ill. This means that both men failed to come. That's why neither man could come. Okay. Next. Dash trains are slow, others are fast. So here, students, this sentence compares two groups of trains. Okay. So one group is slow and another group is fast. So the suitable determiner, that is some. So some trains are slow and others are fast. So option C, some, is the correct answer. Has he money dash to buy a car? So look, the sentence is asking whether he has sufficient money to purchase a car. The word enough means as much as needed. Okay, so here the sentence also suggests one kind of sufficient money. So here the correct answer is option A, that is enough. Has he money enough to buy a car? So much is not the correct answer because much is used with uncountable noun and some and many are not appropriate. Next. She went to market to buy dash things. So look here, things suggest countable noun. Okay, so before countable noun and also the sentence suggesting one kind of affirmative or positive form. So the sentence is affirmative and tells us that she went to the market with the intention of buying a number of items. In such cases, we commonly use some. Option A, some, is the correct answer. She went to market to buy some things. Okay, next. Dash men here are expected to do their duty. The sentence refers to all the men present here as a group. So the correct determiner is option C, that is all. So all men here are expected to do their duty. Okay. She gave dash child dash ice cream. So look, this one is very, very important. So students, this sentence has two blanks. So we need to check both carefully. The first blank, the noun child is used. Here child is singular noun. So before singular, each will be the correct answer. So she gave each child dash ice cream. So here ice cream suggests vowel. So before vowel, N is the correct article. So she gave each child an ice cream. Okay. So here the correct combination is option B, each and an. Next. There was dash snow last winter. The snow is an uncountable noun. So before uncountable noun, we have to need determiner much. So option C is the correct answer. There was much snow last winter. Many, several, and few always used with countable plural form. That's why this option should be eliminated. Next. Few people like cold weather. Dash people like warm weather. Students, the first part of the sentence says few people like cold weather. This means only a small number of people like cold weather. Okay. Now the second part should express the opposite idea. Since only a few people like cold weather, the majority percentage people like warm weather. That means most is the correct answer. So few people like cold weather, most people like warm weather. So option C, most is the correct answer. Next, there were shady trees on dash side of the roads. So here the expression on either side of the road means on both side of the roads. So one on the left and one on the right. So here the correct answer should be option D, that is either. One or the other of two. Okay. So there were shady trees on either side of the road. Dash man should do his best. So here man is singular countable noun. And the sentence expresses a general truth or duty that appeals to all people. So in such cases we use every. So option A, every is the correct answer. Every man should do his best. And the sentence also suggesting positive sense. And a positive thing is always accepted. That means every man should do his best. Okay. Next, these flowers are pink dash are yellow ones. So here the first part talks about these flowers, which is a plural noun. Plural form or plural noun. The second part refers to other flowers that are some distance. Okay, so since we are referring to plural nouns, we have to use option C, those. So these flowers are pink, those are yellow ones. Next, dash team could score a goal, so it was a drawn match. So now a drawn match means that no team won and no team scored more goals than the others. That means the idea is that not one team and not the other team could score a goal. So option B, neither is the correct answer. Neither team could score a goal, so it was a drawn match. Okay. Next, dash children play in the park every day. So here children is countable plural. Okay, so before countable plural, the determiner many is used. So many children play in the park every day. Next, I have dash influence in the political field now. So here in this sentence, influence is used as an uncountable noun. So before uncountable noun, we have to take option D, some. I have some influence in the political field now. In this sentence, influence is used as an uncountable noun. So meaning power or ability to affect others. Next, there is dash hope of his recovery. He is very serious. So look at the last part of the sentence. So he is very serious. So very serious suggests negativity or there is no chance to alive. That means there is little hope of his recovery. He is very serious. So option C is the correct answer. Now someone say that a little should be the right answer, but why not a little? So a little generally means a few hope still exist. But here the last part of the sentence says he is very serious. That means there is no chance. That's why we have to take option C, that is little. Next, she had donate dash property she had. That means she had donated all his property, she had everything. Okay, so here the correct answer is option C, that is all the properties. She had donated all the property she had. So this is the last one. He slept dash and felt better. So this one is quite exceptional from previous determiners. So here we have to use adverb. So here we are not looking for a determiner. We need a word that describes how he slept. Adverb. Okay. So here she slept well and felt better. So option C, well, is the correct answer. So this is the last one. Knowledge is a dangerous thing. So what is the correct answer? Look at the options. Is it little? Is it a little? Is it few? Or is it much? So what is the correct answer? Let me in the comment section. So here are total 25 questions from determiners. Okay. So that's all for today. Keep reading, keep writing, and keep watching English Grammar and Literature World. Also, if you want to join our Telegram channel, then link in the description to get daily quizzes and free PDFs. And the PDF of this class will be available in this Telegram channel. So have a nice day. Thanks for watching.